news.
11 o'clock.
Today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Late night talk shows will start airing reruns tonight as thousands of Hollywood union writers hit the picket lines. Late Show host Stephen Colbert says he supports this strike.
This negotiation impacts our whole staff, of course, who work so hard to bring you this show every night. I also think that the writers' demands are not unreasonable.
CBS's Stacey Lynn tells us why they're striking.
It's never just a question of wages.
University of Southern California Santa Barbara professor Nelson Lichtenstein.
It's always a question of how the writers can capture their portion of the income stream as it shifts in different technologies and organizational forms.
And that shift has come in the form of streaming. The last writer's strike in 2007 lasted 100 days. A shocking discovery in Oklahoma.
We've searched the property and we've located 7 bodies.
Oklahoma law enforcement found those bodies in Henrietta. The father of 16-year-old Brittany Brewer confirmed his daughter was among the dead.
She always played with her little sister, and I don't know how I'm going to tell her, because she's like, Brittany's lost, Brittany's missing, and I got to tell a 4-year-old that she's gone.
CBS's Omar Villafranca reports their suspected killer is a convicted sex offender. Hundreds of drug dealers have been arrested in the largest international crackdown on the dark web. Attorney General Merrick Garland.
Across the U.S. and 8 other countries, Operation Spector resulted in a total of 288 arrests, a seizure of 117 illegal firearms, 850 kilograms of drugs, and $53.4 million in cash and cryptocurrency.
President Biden is sending more troops to the southern border. Here's CBS's Cammie McCormick.
These troops will provide logistical support to help free up DHS agents for law enforcement. They won't be interacting with migrants. This will bring the number of troops back to the levels they were at when President Biden took office. They were then drawn down. The troops will come from various bases, but it isn't clear yet which ones.
Senators are questioning ethics on the Supreme Court following revelations of luxury trips and other lavish expenses involving some justices. South Carolina Republican Lindsey Graham.
We can talk about ethics, and that's great, but we're also going to talk about today of a concentrated effort by the left to delegitimize this court.
He says he's not opposed to more transparency, but believes Democrats have an agenda.
We can't stay here. Chicago's too hot. You're right. Search everything.
Some Like It Hot snagged the most Tony Award nominations this morning with 13, including Best Musical. 3 other shows tied with 9 nods each. The big shows in June. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.